Hello and welcome to another episode of my WordPress tutorial series. In the last few videos, we saw how can you log into the backend of a WordPress dashboard, how can you create a new draft page on a WordPress website and then publish it live, and then how you can add some essential SEO elements like meta titles and descriptions on your website page. In today's video, we are going to have a look at how you can navigate across the WordPress backend dashboard. Why do you need to know about that? It is because you need to efficiently handle the website management and control the content. For example, if you want to add a new page on your website, if you want to edit an existing page on your website, you want to change the appearance of your website, add more functionality to it, add more users, change their permissions, etc. All of that can be done through the backend dashboard. So, as always, for demonstration purposes, we are going to work on a test website. So let's get straight into it. First thing first, we have logged into the backend dashboard of the WordPress website. How you can do that? Please refer to my very first video of the WordPress tutorial series, and it will show you exactly how you can log into the backend dashboard. This is how the main dashboard looks like. It has a few metrics which show you about the health of your website. For example, the site health status. Then you've got at a glance how many comments you've got, how many pages have you got on your website, what's the WordPress version there, what's the theme you're using for your WordPress, so on and so forth. On the top left-hand side, this home logo, if you hover over it and click on Visit Site, that will take you to the live version of your website. On the top right-hand side, though, if you hover over the logo, this is basically the user you are logged in as. You can either edit your profile, change the name, change the password, add an image to it, or if you want to log out of the dashboard, just simply click on Log Out and you will be logged out. On the left-hand side is the entire navigation menu, which allows you to go to different sections of the backend dashboard. For example, under dashboard, we have this button here, Update. If you click on it, you will be able to update all the plugins and the WordPress version of your website. But please be very careful before doing that because you will require an expert level of knowledge in order to achieve that target, because there can be several issues with the compatibility of the plugins or WordPress with the PHP, and that might break your website. Now, if you want to add a new page or edit an existing page on your website, there's an option here on the left-hand side, Pages. So if you click on it, it will take you to that option. Either you can hover over any existing page and click on Edit or Edit with Elementor. We have used that before, and then edit your page. Or if you want to create a new page as a draft and then publish it live later on, you can simply click on the Add New button, and that should allow you to create a new page in the backend of your WordPress website. Now we have got another important section on the left-hand side, which is appearance, how your website looks like. So there are a few options under appearance. For example, the first one is themes. So if we go into themes, it will show you which theme is currently selected for your website. In this case, it's called Bosa Insurance. That's the active theme. You can customize it by simply clicking on Customize, and it will take you to the customizing options for your theme. You will have several customizing options here. If we go back, there are other themes which you can activate and then customize as per your requirements. You can even click on Add New and search for several new themes which are available free of cost in the backend of WordPress. Then another important section under the option Appearance is Menus. This basically refers to the header and the footer menu of your website. You can select which pages or options or any other additional elements you want in your header or footer of the website. Now, the most important one is the plugins. So if you click on plugins, by default, it will take you to the section where it shows all the existing plugins on your WordPress website. Either they are activated or deactivated. It will give you the entire list. You can even update your plugins from here. But again, please be very careful before doing that. If you want to add a new plugin, you can either go at the top and click on Add New, or under the plugins option, you can click on Add New here, and then you can just search for the relevant plugin, and then you will be able to install that particular plugin. You first have to install it, and then you have to activate it. Then the most important one, again, users. If you want to add new users to your WordPress backend, give access to them, change their roles permission, simply click on users. It will give you the entire list of users you have in the backend of your WordPress. If you want to edit an existing user, simply hover over that user and click on edit. You will be able to edit their permissions, their name, their passwords, etc. If you want to add one, simply click on Add New, and it will allow you to add a new user in the backend of your WordPress website. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, settings. So there are several setting options in the WordPress backend. For example, if we go to the general one, you can select the site title, what your website should be called. Then these two options, I would highly recommend not to touch these ones, the WordPress address and the site address, because if you change the domain or the URL in these ones, it might break your website. Again, you will require expert level of knowledge in order to change these settings. Administration emails, if you want to receive the notifications from the WordPress platform, for example, if there's a new version of the WordPress, etc., you can change that here. It's pretty straightforward to do that. You can change your time zone, what's the user role by default, if you want to keep it as a subscriber, administrator, etc., and then you can simply save the changes out here. The other important option which we use is the reading one. And under the reading one, the most important one is search engine visibility. Do you want Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. to visit your website, to crawl into your website and fetch the data to show it in the organic search results? Yes or no? It would be a no in the case if this was a staging website. You're not wanting to publish it live. So you would untick this option. You would tick this option and then save the changes. It will discourage or stop all the search engines from crawling into your website. And in this case, it is ticked because it's a test website. If it was a live website for us, I would have unticked this option and then saved the changes. So that would automatically allow all the search engines to crawl into the website and then present the data in the organic search results. Another important one is the permalinks setting here. So permalinks basically allows us to change how our URLs look like on the website pages or any posts or any media. So that's very important, but again, you will require intermediate level of knowledge in order to change these settings. Changing these settings might not break your website, but it can definitely change how your URLs look like, and that can affect your search or organic visibility. So please be very careful when changing these settings. Then the most important one is the media section. So if we go under media, this is basically a place where you can add all your images, all your videos, any documents, for example, PDF documents, and then later on utilize them in the content of your website. So this is basically the brief introduction or brief overview of the WordPress backend. Again, as always, you will require an intermediate or expert level of knowledge in order to achieve these tasks. And my tutorials will certainly help you achieve that. Wonks has a very comprehensive service level agreement, which we will use to help you with all your website needs, especially the WordPress websites. So if you are struggling with your WordPress website, or if you need any kind of help, please do get in touch with us and we'll be more than happy to assist. If you like the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Any feedback could be written down in the comment section. I hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.